Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And I'm back out here at this soccer field. Now you'll remember I showed you this soccer field. We just started it last year. A church owns this property and they kind of maintain this soccer field. And they've got these groups of kids that come in here and play ball. And it's pretty obvious that right down the middle of the field, that's where the cleats are doing the damage. This is kind of center field right here. You can kind of see all this damage right here comes from those cleats those kids wearing. Man, they're tough, man. They're playing hard. They're going after it. They're getting it. They want to be the best that they can possibly be, and they want to defeat that team on the other end. So, man, they're wide stinking open, and they're tearing this field all to pieces. So it's my job to fix the field. So to get you up to speed, back in February or so, it's had an application of Ronstar. Would come in right as it was waking up. They scalped it down to the ground. I hit it with a real heavy shot of Carbonex. This is 1 acre on the dot, 44,000 square feet, 43,560 for those of you that are more anal than that. So right at an acre, we'll call it acre, and I put 4 bags of the Carbonex on it, kind of wake it up. The second application was an all liquid application. Had some RGS and some Aerate and a nitrogen product. Green County nitrogen product's kind of exclusive to pros. It was in there. It's just a higher level of nitrogen is all it is. It's nothing to get your feathers ruffled over. So I did that. That application had Tribute Total in it. Cleaned this joker up. Man, I'm telling you, ain't a weed one out here. Had a lot of Dallas grass and popping up in that corner. Just fried the Dallas grass. I had the adjuvant and what'd I just say? The Tribute Total. Now I do have some nut sedge coming out over here in this corner. This side over here tends to hold a little bit of water, and it's kind of getting a little nut sedgy. So I'm about to swing back by here tomorrow with a backpack sprayer and hit that with some Pro Sedge or Sedge Hammer, whichever one I got. But today, this is about when I do my aerovation. We're middle of June, and I got the Ventrac out here with the aerovator. I got the spreader out here with my Carbonex. Let me show you this right quick. If you're unfamiliar, that's what Carbonex looks like right there. It's nitrogen, it's got some chicken litter in there, a little bit of potassium in there, and then it's kind of coated or infused with RGS. So I'm kind of getting a root stimulator activity out of it, the whole 9 yards. Good fertilizer. I'm really liking it. Now, I don't have any in stock. Get on my email list, and the second I get it in stock and ready to ship, I'll hit the button and send you an email, let you know it's ready. Pro guys, I got a pro sign up list for that too. But today I'm out here aerovating. One thing I would like to see them do with this field, and I'm gonna mention it to the guy, is one, they need to mow it a little more often. I know they're paying somebody to do it, they're paying a company, it gets expensive doing that, but I'd love to see this Bermuda cut twice a week. It's irrigated, pumping the water to it. The more I cut it, the more it's gonna spread and fill in. Another thing we're gonna consider doing is next year, they're thinking about letting me level the field. So that'll be a good deal, man. We get to come in here with maybe the ABI Force and the Ventrac. My gosh, it'd take a whole lot of sand to do this field. We'd probably do like a sand compost mix or something along those lines, but it definitely has some rolls in it, and it would probably take a little while to really get it level, but we could get a good start on it. So if they decide to do that, I'll definitely video it and show it to you. So what I'm doing is aerovating and fertilizing with Carbonex. I got another 4 bags going on this acre. I put about 3.5 bags over the acre. And then what I'm doing with the rest of it is I'm riding around with my hands and I'm shaking it out in the dirt spots. Putting I'm not painting the ground with fertilizer, but I mean, you can tell it's there. I'm putting a pretty good little shot, because what's gonna do, or what's gonna happen, is that Bermuda's going to chase after that nitrogen. It's going to run to go get it. It's like when you it's kind of like this. You know, July 4th is coming up. We got a July 4th sale, by the way. I'll email you and let you know when that's official. But everybody's grilling out, and they're grilling out that big old barbecue, that steak, or whatever you're grilling, and you ring your bell and say, hey, it's time to eat, and everybody goes to the food, right? It ain't no different right here in the dirt. That Bermuda's gonna chase after that nitrogen right there because it loves that nitrogen. So that's why I put a little bit heavier. I aerate and I break the ground up to make the ground loose so that when those runners go by and tack down, that root can take off digging. The RGS in here is gonna help that root to dig even more than it would without it. You always hear me talk about the ball of goodness up in the air. Look at them big old balls of goodness right there. Good day. Whoop, there it goes. Now, homeowners, don't think that you got to have a fancy aerator to do this procedure. You don't have to. You need Carbon X or whatever fertilizer you're using. Apply it, and if you've got little small areas in the yard that ain't filling in, man, take a shovel, a pickaxe. Heck, if it's small enough, take a screwdriver. It don't matter what you use as long as you break ground. Okay, that's the objective. We want cover. I want this turf to cover and fill in, and when I come back in a month and hit it with that liquid, I'd say the majority. Now this is a big spot right here. This spot right here that's a 4-foot wide section. I don't think it's going to fill in a month that fast, but between this application and my next application, it will fill in. Now, one thing it's helping me is they have really slowed down play out here. They're only playing like 1 or 2 nights a week instead of every night, every week. So there's gonna be way less stress from traffic out here. So that's in my favor. Say, I got a quick, cool story to tell you. You know, Father's Day, we just had Father's Day. Awesome to be a dad, a privilege and a joy. And my kids, they gifted me. You know, my wife took them to go buy something, and they bought me some of those Apple wireless earbuds. They're really nice. They have a really good sound to them, by the way. And so they gifted that to me, my wife, and then the kids bought me this new wallet. It's a little carbon fiber, I'm a minimal guy when it comes to a wallet. That's all I carry is that little thing right there. The less I have in my pocket, the better. It's just me. I ain't never had a wallet in my back pocket ever since day one. It's always been right here in my front left pocket. And they bought me this little carbon fiber thing that I'm gonna use. And it's funny because I gave my son a gift for Father's Day, and he wasn't expecting it. Well, he kinda was, but he wouldn't. He Sunday evening, we went to my dad's at the driving range. Matter of fact, that's another Bermuda project I'm gonna show you. My dad has a driving range over in town, and the tee box is 419 Bermuda, and we got to level it up and clean it up. And I'm gonna really start pouring some energy and effort into helping my dad with that, because he just ain't got the time to do it all. So that'll be another video series on Bermuda. That's really nice Bermuda too, looks really good. We got home from that, and I said, all right, son, son's name's Eli, and I said, look, you start your summertime job tomorrow. You're old enough now to where it's time that you learn a little responsibility other than just pulling weeds in the garden and around the house, and you're just chores. It's time to actually get out there and actually work. So, and he didn't go with me. He rode with me to work Monday morning. I put him with my head foreman, and he went out with him to the commercial properties, and he pulled weeds all day long. That's all he did was walk around, pull weeds. I'm absolutely proud of him. I am so proud of my son, because the report I got at the end of the day is he didn't check up the entire day. I'm telling you, it makes me feel good as a dad that I'm doing something right, that I'm not teaching my kids to be some lazy Fortnite bum. I really am proud of that he went out and he did not stop the entire day. Robert said he was wide open all day long. And it's funny because Jeremy said, my wife told me Jeremy made the comment, he said every time he looked at Elijah, he was either working or eating. Now you know, if you have a teenage son, you know that they do one thing very well. They eat very well. I almost got to work a second job to feed the joker. But hey, the moral of the story, the point of the story, let's teach our kids to be responsible. Let's teach them to not be lazy. Let's teach them that when they step out from under your wing and your protection and they step over here into life, this thing that me and you live in, let's teach them that, hey, everybody's not going to give you something for free. You have to get out there and you have to earn it, whether it be through a college education and becoming a doctor, lawyer, whatever, or whether you don't go to college and you step out into the world and you go get what's called a J-O-B, a job. Let's teach them to be responsible, okay? When we leave here, they're going to be left to take care of this world God's given us. So you want them to be responsible, right? Teach them. That's your responsibility, Daddy. Do it. Now Friday when we get off work, I'm going to take him to the bank and we're going to deposit his check and we're going to open him a checking account. He's going to get a debit card and a checkbook, and we're going to go over how we manage money in more detail, because hey, he's getting ready to get this is going to be big time money to him. He's going to be making almost $300 a week. So to a teenage kid, that's a huge amount of money. So I have to teach him not to blow it and be responsible with it. And he will honor God with his money first, and then after that we'll learn how to budget and manage and spend here and save this and don't buy that and buy this and whatever. And we're not going to go buy a bunch of Fortnite cards. So he loves Fortnite and is actually extremely good at it too. So anyway, sorry for the rant. I'm super proud of my son. I cannot be more proud of him. I just wanted to share that with you and encourage you dads, so that when you're raising your kid up and don't, hey, believe me, there's hope, because there's been times I wanted to strangle his neck and smack him right across his mouth. But patience and consistency with your kids, I'm telling you, they're listening. Whether you think they are or not, they are listening. So keep that in your back pocket. Well, here's the Bermuda field. I'll come back in, I don't know, a month. I'll probably show you the spray. We're going to do it with a big Toro multi-pro sprayer. It's going to be cool. It's going to be real fast. I can spray this field in probably 6 minutes. So it's lightning quick. But anyway, hey, thank you for watching. I'm missing something. Like, subscribe, and share. Subscribe. Like, subscribe, and share, and tell all your buddies. Check you later. I think they have a dead battery. Getting nothing whatsoever. Battery's probably dead. I'll call them, let them know. But you definitely want to water. That's pretty important.